Alright, we're back again. Episode 2. Done. Thoughts on episode 2. Visually, I think episode 2 actually looked a lot better. I think the sets of the Kyoshi Warriors' homes looked fantastic, actually. And the design of their costumes, again, absolutely nailed it. It just felt more lived in, more real. I don't know if it was that it was less effects heavy and they were able to just build them because they're not giant igloos out in the South Pole. Yeah, I think the episode was actually really, really solid. I think my only overall complaint, it doesn't actually really take away from the story or not, is just that Avatar Aang is a lot more serious in this show, it seems. There's kind of no fun, yeah, like I think I said fun whimsicalness about him to the, which is, I think, there's no fun whimsicalness about him that you kind of get in the TV show. Yeah, he's just too serious. There's no big fish monster. He doesn't even try to, go ride it. Nothing. It just, I don't know. I feel like I would have liked to have really seen that, especially in live action. That would have been really, really cool. Something I didn't mention about the first episode is that the lady that played Gren is almost identical to what she looks like. I don't know how they did it. It just looks like they ripped her right from the show. Sokka's relationship with Suki. Obviously, I don't want to go into too many spoilers, but their relationship just doesn't really feel quite as earned. I know that I had seen something that said they really wanted to move away from Sokka being misogynistic, but I think you're losing a lot of what made him a character and what a lot of that allowed him to grow from, especially in meeting Suki, because they just kind of, I don't know, they meet, and he's gets wrecked, and then he's just kind of oh, well, I suck, but let me be I don't know. It just didn't feel earned. It didn't feel like Sokka really got anything to grow from it. She just kind of teaches him anyways. There's not really any, I don't know, there's no relationship building there for him. This is just a funny complaint. Zuko never says the word honor, or if he does, I feel like I'm not noticing it. I feel like we need more honor, you know? What else did I have here? Oh yeah, the guy that played General Zhao is perfect. I think they absolutely nailed that. He looks awesome. He's got the sideburns, everything. It just looks so great. Momo actually looks really, really good. There's maybe, again, some of that uncanny valley of Momo. Also, Appa, I feel like you don't see a lot of Appa, but again, that's probably an expensive effect to create Appa. Katara, Katara for me in this episode, she just doesn't feel super relatable. She just kind of comes in and says, oh, hope and whatever. She just feels like the play version of her character in the show, if that makes any sort of sense. Avatar Kyoshi looked absolutely incredible. She looked super, super good. She was super menacing. She looked gigantic over Aang. I don't know if they put her up on an apple box or what they did there, but oh my god. Yeah, Kyoshi, badass. Other than that, I think, cinematography of this episode looked a lot better. The sound felt a lot better. Some of the bending still looks a little wonky, but I think it's just something that may be hard to translate from live action to animated. Or no, animated to live action. But overall, I'd say it was actually a really solid episode. The only thing I wish is that it had kind of the more playfulness. You don't really see Aang build that relationship with the kids of the village, and you also don't see him go out and try to ride the big fish monster, which I think is actually kind of too bad, because it's something that he sees oh, I actually have consequences for my actions of being here and just kind of playing around. You get that, but it just, I don't know, he just is super serious. Maybe we'll see more of that change. I'm not sure. I really hope we do. But other than that, I think that's really all I have about this episode. I actually really enjoyed it. The casting of Suki was absolutely nailed. I don't think they used her super, super well, but I think she did an absolutely great job with what she was given. Overall, I'd say pretty solid episode. And yeah, I don't know, something feels wrong about Sokka and Katara. They just don't feel as relatable, or, I don't know, just that whole trio. I hope that it gets better as the show goes on, but we'll see.